Hi guys, thank you for joining me. Yesterday I did a report about that earthquake in Haiti. USGS originally said it was a 7.0, and then they upgraded it to a 7.2. Here's an image of that original video. 4 people on USGS said they had reported it. And going to Google Earth, here's the location that they originally said that earthquake was, and it was revised to a 7.2. USGS really dropped the ball once again on this earthquake. They said there was no tsunami warning originally. They weren't the only ones that dropped the ball. Here's evidence that they revised the page about the tsunami warning. Now it's message number 2, and the time on here is 13:14 Universal Time. The earthquake occurred at 12:29 Universal Time, almost an hour later, with mass destruction, over 300 people dead, close to 2,000 people injured. They revised this page. Almost an hour later, they go, notice, the earthquake magnitude has been updated to a 7.2 from a 7.0. Tsunami wave reaching 1 to 3 meters above tide level are possible along the coast of Haiti. This was not originally sent out to the people of Haiti. Shame on them. On Twitter, lots of people being trapped, lots of people being rescued. Here we have a child with head injuries, and another child, a little boy, is pulled out of the rubble. Another video seeing how people were not warned about a possible tsunami, showing the ocean pulling back, receding before a small, and evidently it was small. I haven't heard anything other, and I'll show you, of a large tsunami, but it could have been so devastating. People ran out and videotaped the ocean receding. Here's another Twitter video, people running, panicking as the water comes up through the streets of Haiti, I believe this is. Yeah, running for their lives because you don't know how large of a tsunami is going to be. All the water. See it? In my video, I talked about past earthquakes, large earthquakes that have happened in this area. How they had huge tsunamis. And after an earthquake, what people should do is evacuate straight up as high as they can go for buildings that are still standing. You can't outrun a tsunami. One of the earthquakes they had, in the 1700s, something like that. Anyways, the tsunami went inland about 4.5 miles. Thank God that didn't happen this time, but the death, over 300 people dead, close to 2,000 injured right now. Another Twitter video showing the collapsed buildings, the destruction. Yeah, it's horrible there. USGS dropped the ball. The Government Boys Center dropped the ball. Sending prayers to all these people. This isn't the first time there's been a tsunami. And USGS and the National Boys Center said there was no tsunami. This Twitter video is evidently right after the earthquake because there's so much dust in the air. Yeah, very sad. People crushed by the rocks. Yeah. Another Twitter post of the destruction, the fallen bricks, the rocks. Yeah, sad, very sad. This evidently is by one of the ports there near the ocean. Yeah, we have whole towns evidently that are completely devastated. We're going to have a problem with sanitation, clean water. Back in 2010 when they had their great earthquake, disease was brought in by the UN workers who were supposed to come there and help the people. Yeah, and a lot of people died from contaminated water. Yeah, because of the help that came. Yeah, the money that was sent, very little of it actually went to help the people. Here we have images of the tsunami as the water receded, I suppose. I translated the page. It says the sea has receded according to journalists on the spot. Now, you know darn well there's been more than 19 aftershocks, but they're only listing 19 aftershocks. And many of the buildings that were damaged from the 7.2 have sustained more damage and collapsed. See, we got a 5.8, 5.0, 5.1, 5.2, 5.1. Yeah, there's more than what they're reporting. So going back to Google Earth explaining what caused this earthquake, we have a subduction by the Atlantic plate to the north, going underneath the island of Haiti and the Dominican Republic, and then we also got subduction going on there in the south, and it's also caused by the Nazca plate, the Cocos plate, the South American plate, all pushing into the Caribbean island. This area here is all being crushed, pushed down, and it's also sliding up under, going towards the north. Hard to believe it's only been, 10, 11 years since that earthquake in 2010 where so many people died. And much of the newer construction was not reinforced masonry. I mean, it's a poor country. They've been taken advantage of, screwed over by the United States government, by the Red Cross, multiple agencies. Yeah, you send money, there's no guarantee they're going to even get it. You know, if history repeats itself from what happened before, and we want to help these people. But it's like, what do? Biden is saying he's going to now allow the people of Haiti to immigrate to the United States. I mean, I don't know what your thoughts are about that. But just like on the border, with us allowing the people from different parts of the world to come across there in Mexico and are not being tested. Are these people going to be tested? I assume they are. But it wouldn't surprise me if they're not. Yep, everyone's dropping the ball. So what are your thoughts? Please put those comments down below. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you for the time to watch my video. Please stay safe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.